Alright, first thing first, I'm going to mispronounce this movie's name. La Haine. I'm sorry, hopefully my French audience will forgive me. But honestly, the way how I pronounce it does not matter. Because the people in this movie were never given the chance to say anything correctly in their lives. La Haine means hate. But this movie is not about anger. It's about what happens to young men when the world gives them no good options. This is not a movie about crime. It's not about riots. It is not about police. It's a movie about being born into a fall and being told, relax, so far, so good. The famous line in Hate goes like this: it's not about the fall, it's about how you land. That line sounds wise, almost comforting. But here's the problem. No one in this movie chose to jump. They were born falling. The neighborhood they live in isn't just a place, it's a closed system. You grow up there, you look like everyone there, you sound like everyone there, and the world already knows who you're supposed to become. Not because of your character, not because of your choices, but because of the place where you're coming from. That's the first lie these young men are taught. You're free, you can be anything. But freedom doesn't mean much when every road leads to the same wall. Let's talk about manhood, because the movie Hate is quietly screaming about it. These boys don't have mentors, they don't have examples to calm strength, they don't have a clear path to respect. So, what replaces it? Performance. Vince thinks manhood means violence, holding a gun, being feared, being ready. But here's the truth nobody tells young men like him. Violence is usually not strength. It's desperation pretending to be power. Hubert knows violence is a trap, but knowing better doesn't mean you can escape. He wants a gym, a future, a normal life. But wanting isn't enough when the world keeps closing the doors in front of your face. And Said survives by talking, joking, smoothing things over. He's kind of a man who understands something early. Sometimes survival means not choosing at all, but that comes with the cost. None of these men are taught how to build themselves. They're taught how to react. And a man who only reacts will always be controlled by his environment. Here is something very uncomfortable. Most people don't ruin their lives because they're evil. They ruin their lives because the right choice feels impossible. In La Haine, every decision feels small. Insults, arguments, moments of pride. But when you're stuck enough small bad choices, especially when you don't see a future, they become fatal. This movie is brutal because it shows how bad decisions don't feel dramatic when you make them. They feel normal, they feel justified, and this is where hate grows. Not because someone wants to be hateful, but because hate gives shape to chaos. Hate tells you who your enemy is, why you're suffering, why it is not your fault. And that's comforting, especially for young men who feel invisible. A lot of people nowadays are talking about escaping the hood by making a lot of money, but it's not that simple. The hardest thing to escape is the mindset. In La Haine, even when the characters leave their neighborhood and go to Paris, they don't belong there either. Different streets, same rejection. And that's the cruel part. You can physically leave, but mentally the rules follow you. Don't look weak, don't back down, don't trust authority. And once those rules are burned into you, changing them feels like betrayal. Escaping the hood often means becoming someone your environment no longer recognizes. And that's terrifying because for a lot of young men, the hood is the only place when they feel like they belong to. Another triggering idea of La Haine is that sometimes peace feels more dangerous than violence. Why? Because violence gives instant identity, instant meaning, instant respect, even if it's fake. Peace requires patience, uncertainty, loneliness. Choosing peace often means being mocked, called weak, being ignored. And in environments where respect is survival, that feels unbearable. That's why Hubert is the most tragic character. He sees the right path, but the cost of walking it is losing everything familiar. Manhood in this movie is not about becoming better. It's about not falling below the line. So far, so good. That phrase isn't about the characters. It's about society. It's what we say when inequality grows, anger builds, young men feel abandoned. But nothing has exploded yet, right? So far, so good. That's the biggest denial. And the ending of La Haine tells us something brutal. It doesn't matter who fires the gun. If the system stays the same, the outcome will repeat again and again and again. La Haine is not asking you to pity this man. It's asking you to understand this. Hate is not born from nowhere. Bad choices don't come from evil hearts. And escaping the hood is not just about leaving a place. It's about rebuilding your idea of manhood. And that might be the hardest escape of all. So the question isn't, why did they fail? The question is, why do we keep pretending the landing will be different without changing anything? Thanks for watching this video. Please consider subscribing to the channel.